Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to talk about some store picks that we think are worthy of being hunted.
Yes. Actually, we're going to talk about 6 of them. And we're not going to talk about the 6 store picks that we all hunt, such as like the Russell's Reserve and the Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Not even the highly allocated stuff like the Weller store picks, 1792, Stack Jr., if you can find that, 'cause, it's coming out, or even that, that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that's getting ready to come out that everybody's going to be hunting for like crazy. We're not talking about anything like that. We're talking about I don't want to say off profile, but maybe
just different.
Maybe off your radar kind of stuff. And one of them, we added a 6th one to it that is kind of maybe at the very end. It's maybe cheating a little bit. There's a point to it that I think is pretty important.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'll start us off though. So, the one I'm going to start off with is Nulu. So, if you're anywhere in the Louisville, Kentucky area, you've probably seen a crap ton of Nulu picks out there. It's sourced MGP, and I'm going to be very honest with you. Some of them are really, really great. Some of them are a little not my thing.
I have one at the house that's not my thing.
I have 2 of them back here that are not my thing, but I also have 2 of them that are phenomenal. This one right here is like a Caramelicious bubblegum, and it is just straight.
Hold on, can you say that again? What is that?
Caramelicious bubblegum.
There you go.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is straight fire. It's from Justin's House of Bourbon. They did awesome with that pick. I'm also a big MGP fan. So whenever I can get good 5.5, 6 year, whatever it is, MGP, I'm always going to want to stick with it. So, but I will say, just a little caveat, there is a lot of them out there, at least in our area. So just pay attention to it, get a sample of it. But for the most part, whenever you can find one that's really good, stick with it. It's awesome.
Yeah. And my first one, and you all, we don't have a deal with Yellowstone, but we like Yellowstone.
We do enjoy Yellowstone a lot.
And this one is a Yellowstone. It's 102 proof. This one actually, Total Wine has them. And
there's actually a bunch
is there
of
Liquor
stores.
Barns that have them now too?
I haven't seen one there in a while. These Yellowstone picks, for a while, they go through phases where you see a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. And
then they kind of go away. And there was a time around here in Louisville, you couldn't find one for a year and a half.
Yeah.
It felt like to me. There was probably more out there. I just didn't see them. But, these picks are, if you like the traditional Yellowstone profile, like how we both do, you're adding more proof.
You're adding more proof, and you're getting a little bit more of the fruit taste.
Yes.
Onto the higher proof ones.
Yeah.
This one is, of all places, this one happens to be a Meyer pick, which, you don't ever think something great is going to come from Meyer.
I
but
won't lie, it was really great.
It is really good.
I got 3 of them.
I have one at my house that is about this much left.
Yeah.
Because it's really good.
Yeah, they're really good. And also, this is a pick to where you don't have to chase the proof. So the highest one, like I said, I think it's 115 is the highest one. That doesn't always mean that the 115 is the best pick, though.
Right, it doesn't.
Legitimately, this is something could be closer to 100. So they're really good, and I see them still on shelves all the time. When I do.
Yeah.
So
like the last time I was in Total Wine, there's a shelf full of them. Because I think people they look at Yellowstone and they don't see it with a good eye or something. I'm not sure why. It usually tastes good.
I think it's one of those things just not a lot of people have tried it.
Yeah.
So, definitely highly recommend.
Yeah. I recommend it too.
Grabbing one of those for sure. Now this one, I couldn't find the little medallion for it. I don't know where it's at, but Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Bourbon. I'm telling you guys right now, I know I can sit here and talk all day long about Brown-Forman and Old Forester and all this stuff. I've been drinking on this stuff for years. It's fantastic. And it just sits on shelves. Or it did. Let me go back. It sat on shelves forever, and people just walked right past it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't drink its proof. It drinks under its proof.
Because that's 128. So
yeah, but it does, to me, it doesn't feel like it's a 128.
Yeah.
You used to be able to find these in the high 130s, mid 30s all the time, and now it's starting to get harder and harder to find. That was going back to my point.
Yeah.
This is becoming a harder bottle for us to find around here. I understand there's something going on between Tennessee and Kentucky where we're not getting as much from Tennessee, seems like, anymore. some of their
They don't like us. We don't like them too.
Yeah, I guess.
But it is what it is.
That color orange.
It is.
It is totally that color orange.
Yeah.
But this stuff here, I'm telling you guys, it is fantastic. Don't think of it as the old number 7. You get a ton of chocolate out of this. You get a lot of maple syrup out of this.
It's very, it has a very sweet bubblegummy kind of smell to it.
I'm telling you, it's probably one of the better ones we have up here. And you get a cool, little medallion chain with it. So whenever you do it.
And everybody needs a medallion.
That's true.
My next one is the Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit Single Barrel. We kind of sleep on this one, and I don't know that we should sleep on it because it's good. It has a great flavor profile, and it's kind of a lower proof than what these other ones are.
Yeah, and if you're a Wild Turkey fan, first off, if you're a Wild Turkey fan, we're obviously planting our flag there at Rare Breed, Russell's Reserve.
Yeah,
I get all of that.
Yeah,
but if you want something a little bit lower proof, they're fairly reasonably priced whenever you can find them, and there's a lot of uniqueness to it. Like that one has a big tea note that I don't know where that herbal kind of tea note came from, but it's very different. It's very nice. It's like a very fresh summer kind of bourbon, which is awesome. And then this last one, I've talked about this before on here, and I know I'm going to probably get some dislikes on this one, but I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on Wilderness Trail. Their single barrels are, if you can find one around 5.5 years, give it a pour, and I would even dare say just give it a buy. I have 4 of these 5.5 years, not this exact barrel. This is a Silver Dollar pick, and I know I've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
And if you know me, you guys know I've talked about it a lot. But there's a weird thing right now with Wilderness Trail that I'm finding with 5.5 year, that little sweet mark there for the bourbons. And it is just, it's awesome. You get a ton of fruit. You get some wild fruit like coconut and cherry. It's so awesome. It's a nice 117 proof, which we like being in that proof.
I do like being in that proof.
And it's I don't know. It's great. And don't get me wrong, they have some stuff I'm not a big fan of their Bottle and Bond. Their 6 year. Man, that 5.5 year. If you can find one.
Yeah. And my last one is Maker's Mark. Now you may laugh at Maker's Mark and say, I mean, you can find Maker's Mark anywhere.
Everywhere. True. Not just anywhere. Everywhere.
True. You can. But this one's a bit different because this one has a new stave profile to it, and they added they call it a roasted French Mendiant, and something like that.
Sure.
And this is about 109 proof. This one happens to be they call this Pops Caramello barrel. I won't show you the back of it, but this particular bottle is phenomenal. I mean, the sweet notes that you get off of this, the chocolate
of it
is
it's
so
wild.
Good.
And they took out, I think whenever they did this, they took out a very popular stave. It was like chocolate something maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
If we maybe did some better prep, we would maybe know this.
Prep,
but everybody complained about it. But then they threw this one in there, and it's way better.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen, this is the only pick of this I've seen come out so far. I think there's been maybe some more I just haven't. But this is an amazing pick, and I will be looking for that kind of stave.
If I find if they do another
for sure
selection, and it has the same stave, I will definitely be
awesome.
Getting it.
Yeah,
because it is so good. So, all in all, these are kind of 6 that we look at and go, if you're hunting for something that's not your typical hunt, because let's just face it, nowadays the typical hunt is hard to find.
It's hard.
These are things that you could legitimately find if you're hunting hard enough.
Oh yeah.
And you keep after it long enough, you will find these. And again, I don't think you'll be disappointed with any of these.
No, I think if you get the right bottle in these are better than a lot of allocations that we all go out and hunt. Just as much as me and him and you. Some of this stuff up here will straight up crush some of this highly allocated stuff that everybody's out looking for every day, every weekend, online, all the time.
Yeah.
So anyways,
so hey, tell them where they can find us.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that little like button there in the bottom right-hand corner. Leave us a comment. Tell us if we missed one, or if we kind of cheated with the Maker's Mark, or if there was something else that we should have put on here. Or let us know if maybe
you have
wrong.
one.
Yeah. Or maybe like, hey, I'm totally not agreeing with that. We'd love to have a conversation with you about it.
Yeah.
So anyways, but yeah, go and check us out on Facebook, where we try to post when we have updates for videos and other content, when we find releases or anything else like that. So
All right. Awesome. Well, till next time, we'll see you.